Hi, dear students. This is Dr. Sumer. Now, today in this talk, I will talk about a small incident which happened a few months back. Few months back, after the NEET PG result, a lot of students and their parents would come to me and talk to me on either on a phone or on a Facebook or come. Many of them would come personally. Now, this is an incident about a student and his parents, and they come to me personally and to talk about the career trajectory of their child. And when they were talking to me, I could discover that the child has done his graduation from a very top medical college, a very good top of the line medical college, and he's one of the top scorers in the medical school otherwise. But somehow he wants to know about preparation this time. I said, "What happened in your last NEET exam?" And he says, "Sir, actually, I did not give the exam." I was like, why you did not give the exam? He said, "Sir, I felt that I'm not fully prepared, so I did not give the exam." I was surprised because I knew from my experience and I wanted him to understand that there would be many people who would feel the same before the exam that they're not fully prepared. Actually, nobody actually feels in this field that they are fully prepared because the syllabus is so vast. To become a doctor, you need to know so much. So you need to know so much to do well in a NEET PG kind of an exam that you feel that you're not well prepared, but actually you're competing with others who are not so well prepared. You're not competing with the examiners, you're not competing with your teachers, you're competing with other MBBS graduates. And if he had given the exam, you would have done fairly okay. And I asked him why you did not give the exam. He said, "Sir, I felt I'm not prepared and my result would be so bad that I felt that I would not be able to match up to my own expectations, so I did not give the exam." I was surprised. And then I told him that, there are some things in life where you need to have a default answer for yourself. We need to have a default answer for ourselves whenever we are facing an opportunity. What is an exam? Exam is not a punishment. Exam is an opportunity, it's a gateway to a future where you will, explore something else. Understand, like, suppose, let's roll back the clock and understand when you were in class 12, you gave the PMT exam and it was a gateway to a medical career, you know. So exam is a gateway. Similarly, now after the, appearing for your NEET PG, you will get into a specialized field. Some of you will become surgeons, some of you will become dermatologists, some of you will become radiologists, or orthopedicians, or gynecologists. Okay, so you get into a different kind of a specialized zone, and you get more opportunities to work. So it's a gateway. So whenever you are given a gateway in life, what is your response? Is the key. Now, what happens is many people they overthink the situation. They overthink the situation just like he did. He said, so I thought maybe I'm not well prepared. And now, when I look at his academic career, he was one of the better students in the medical school. He joined DAMS in his second year, then third year, then internship. He was doing everything up to the mark. And then suddenly, at the verge of the opportunity, at the verge of the gateway, he decided not to give the exam because he felt that he's not prepared well enough. Now, this is what happens sometimes at the verge of the battle, or when you are, actually, about to face, sometimes you give up. And I told him about a cricket team called as South Africa, and I told him, that a cricket team like South Africa, they were doing everything right, they're doing everything right. Just in World Cup semifinals, they messed up. It happens. It happens. It happens to good people. How do we cope up with this, and how do we solve this problem? I come back to the same answer again. We need to have a default answer for opportunities. For example, my default answer for an opportunity is yes. For example, am giving you an idea that suppose somebody sends me a message and says, "Sir, this is a project that I want to build up." My first answer always would be yes. Maybe, I would try to evaluate it to the best of my ability and try to, get it done somehow. If I really feel it doesn't work, then I might leave it. But at the first go, my default answer to an opportunity is yes. And it has always been like this. So I feel that you need that it helps me to, cut down the thinking process here. For example, if suppose I am supposed to give, I want to become, I want to do my post graduation. So my default answer is I will use all the gateways available. That means I will appear for all the exams that I'm eligible for, and I'll think later. I'll not think before the exam. And now, let me again tell you here. I meet so many students every year who say, "Sir, I did not give the AIMS exam because I thought I am not well prepared. I did not give the JIPMER exam because I thought there is there will be some change in my language." And I said, why you so much? Why are you thinking before the gateway itself right now? Your only decision that is required right now is that yes, I want to appear for the exam. We'll think later. Why do we need to think before that? You think, you understand this or not? Let them call you first. Let the AIMS people call you first. Then you can decide. Let the JIPMER people call you. Then you can decide. Why we overthink the situation beforehand? So it pays a lot to have some default answers in life. Like for example, when I just said my default answer is yes, but the only challenge is sometimes you go wrong. Yeah, sometimes Deepthi would tell me, my wife would tell me that why do you have to say a yes to everything? Why do you have to say yes? Recently students in a medical college wanted me to come over to their college and talk to them on their graduation, and that would require around 3 hours by flight, then 4 hours on road. Approximately 7 hours of travel would be required. And so, somebody would say, "Why would you do this?" But my default answer in life is yes. My default answer for any opportunity, any gateway that opens in my life is yes, and that helps me. It helps me to cut down on the thinking process and the pros and cons, because I don't really want to know the pros and cons. I want to say yes and then see. And this is how it works for me. Somehow I feel, things can go wrong at times. When you say yes to everything, things can go wrong at times, but it evens out in the long run if you're consistent. Like, it's not like that I say no to something and yes to something, and I say yes to everything, so it evens out. You need to have some default responses, at least when it comes to career, when it comes to, you know, decision making like this, like, should you appear for an exam or not? This is a no-brainer. Yes is the answer. If you're eligible, do go ahead and give the exam. What wrong will go? Nothing. What wrong will happen? Nothing. Actually get some experience also. So the key here is, and that is what I wanted to make sure that you understand from my audio today, my podcast today is, let's learn to say yes. You know, let's give the exams that we are eligible for. The biggest blunder that anybody can do is that you prepare for your entire 2 years and you don't appear for the exam at the end of it because you feel that you're not well prepared, without understanding that others who are not so well prepared are giving the exam and going to get a PG, but you, because you thought you're not well prepared, you let the opportunity go. Now, I'm not saying that you compromise. No, you're getting confused. Now, suppose you gave the exam and your rank came not to your expectation and you're not getting a branch of your choice and you decide to repeat. I'm okay with it. But not playing the match itself, not giving the exam itself, is something that I don't gel with. It's something like, you might have heard of this quote that half the battle is won when you show up. And suppose you don't even show up, okay? So that is where, I feel that opportunities should be taken. What is an exam? I again repeat, what is an exam? Exam is a gateway, it's an opportunity to open up series of opportunities in future for you. So what is wrong in giving an exam? Nothing. So this is where I feel there are, you know it's not about the mindset. Exams or opportunities in life, it's not about your mindset, how you deal with them, how you make decisions. This all would determine where you reach in the end. I hope this helps you. I wish you all the best. And if you feel that these podcasts are, helping you to stay going on, just let me know, drop me a line. And I want to share today that these podcasts are also now available on Spotify, Anchor. You can actually, subscribe to the podcast on there, so that any new podcast I upload, you can get them all. And all previous podcasts are also available on them. I wish you all the best.